All right, here's a visitor center, bus stop, and Savage River shuttle. It's about a 20-minute drive, 15-mile marker. Savage River, it's the last stop before you get into the dirt roads and the real backcountry. Okay, we're on the bus, and pretty nice day. It's like on and off blue skies and rain. If you look over here, it's kind of blue skies, and then over this way, if you look, it's kind of dark skies. So um, that's Alaska for you. The weather just changes really quick, so you have to be ready for it. But usually around here you can start to see Denali, but it looks like it's kind of overcast today, so I don't think Denali's going to be out. But we're about halfway there. Another 5 miles, and we'll be at the Savage River, and then I'm gonna do Mount Margaret. I'm gonna go down the Savage River Trail and veer off and climb up Mount Margaret. Okay, there's the Savage River. There's the bridge. You can drive your car out here, so anybody can come out here. But I take the shuttle. It's free shuttle. But this is as far as you can go. We're gonna cross. Oh yeah, we got a caribou down there. Everybody's. Savage River caribou.
Yeah, this is a summer job for me, but I do still maintain our residency here.
You do?
Yeah, so,
But you get the dividends?
yeah, I just have to prove proof of education or proof of enrollment.
Pretty cool. Okay, back at Savage River here. Just got off that green bus right there. There's the bridge, and the caribou is just on the other side of that bridge. And then if you look around the other side, there's like a parking lot and bathrooms, and there's bathrooms down here. And then there's another trailhead that starts over there and goes up that mountain and curls around and then heads way down to Mountain Vista. I think it's called the Alpine Valley Trail or Alpine Trail. It's pretty cool. It's long. It's like 3 or 4 mile long trail. Lots of elevation change. So you start here and you basically, it's like a vertical climb all the way up that around that big rock in the middle there. It's pretty cool. I'll do that one later in the season. And then this trail, the Savage River Trail, Savage River Loop, I think. It starts over here or it starts on the side I'm at, and it basically goes down a mile. It follows the river a mile down, and then there's a bridge, and you cross the bridge, and then you come back on the other side. So it loops. So you start on this side and you end up on the other side. Or you start on that side and you end up over here. It's a pretty cool area, and like I said, this is the last area that you can get to by a car. You're right at this point. We're kind of 15 miles down the park road. You can't go any further. The park road goes another 70. 85, what is it, 95, the park road's 95 miles long, I think. So you can only drive the first 15 of it, and then you have to get on the buses and pay the buses to take you in further. So this is the last checkpoint, and they won't even let you in. There's a guard tower up there, and there's a guard tower up there, and they only let buses through. So this is kind of the start of the backcountry, really. This is still kind of front country, but once you pass that gate and you go beyond that gate, it's a dirt road, and it goes another, 80 some miles. Dirt road, 80 some miles into the backcountry. It's pretty cool. Here's another shot of the Savage River. Pretty neat. But yeah, today I'm going to be doing Mount Margaret. So I'm going to walk a mile down this maintained trail. And then where that bridge is, it crosses the Savage River and it loops around. I'm just going to head up this way. I'm going to just make my own trail. And there's kind of a trail probably already made a little bit, but kind of just got to guess where you got to go, and you head up and you summit Mount Margaret. So never done it. We're going to try to do it. This Savage River gets shut down a couple times a year for bears. And like right out here, I've seen bears out there before. Like coming down that mountain, and so you never know, man. It's Alaska, there's shit everywhere. And you gotta be careful. You can see those people, there's people over there. Where were they? Can barely see here. Yeah, there we go. They're on the other trail coming back. They looped around. But yeah, a lot of bugs. I don't know if it's like flies, or I think it's like some type of fly. I'm getting buzzed with it. Hopefully once I start going up Mount Margaret, the bugs and insects will stop. But Savage River Loop Trail, pretty neat. The river kind of narrows down here, so you get a lot of white water and cool little rocks and waterfalls and little whirlpools. It's a really neat river. The trails get pretty close to the water at a certain point. We're almost to the bridge, and then you would basically do a U-turn and head back. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep heading down Mount Margaret. And yeah, check out this. A little cave here. Pretty sweet, huh? Yeah, Savage River Trail has kind of like a little cave or a little den. Yeah, it's just a really fun trail. It takes about not even an hour to do it. You can probably do it in 45 minutes. It loops around. And yeah, it's kind of an intermediate trail. Like the trail has a lot of like rock steps and rock little creeks you have to jump across. So the trail is maintained, but it is still kind of like a rougher trail. And yeah, it's a fun little trail to get your feet wet. You're kind of far out here. It's kind of the start of the backcountry. The trail closes every once in a while because of bears. They have bear closings. And there's some adventure to it. We're coming up to the bridge here. Show you the bridge. Pretty cool, huh? And then that just goes back. It just takes you back. You can kind of see the trail there. Like I said, it takes about 45 minutes. Nice white water, narrow river coming through, Savage River. Pretty cool. And then like I said, yeah, you have stuff like this you have to step over. I mean, it's maintained, but it's still kind of a rugged trail. So yeah. And then once I get to this bridge, the Mount Margaret Trail, you can kind of see here where it cuts up. And yeah, they have bear warning signs and everything, so you know it is serious. And then yeah, you kind of walk across the trail here, or the bridge, I'm sorry, and just look, cool little canyon we're in. And Savage River kind of goes around another whitewater bend with lots of rocks and pretty steep. But I'm gonna climb Mount Margaret. There's the Savage River and the bridge I was just at. And I think I'm just gonna head up that trail and then go all the way to the top. Got a good view of the Savage River here. I'm a little ways up on this mountain, just coming up this little trail. There's like multiple trails that kind of split off. I just picked one and I'm going up. It looks like it's gonna be okay, but yeah, look, we still got snow. We're mid-June, we still got snow up here. Just yeah, nice landscape. You can kind of see, we were right down there. You can see the trails on both sides of the Savage River and how it got really narrow through there, and nice white water. And yeah, I just gotta keep heading up. I don't think I'm at the halfway point yet. Maybe another 5 or 10 minutes of walking and I'll be there. And then probably another half hour, 45. It'll probably take an hour and a half to get to the top. So making pretty good pace. I just came over this big crest here. I'm pretty far up. I'm probably about 3/4 of the way up. You can kind of see, you can barely see the river down there. And then you can see the road coming in, and yeah, so I'm getting there, but still got a ways to go. And this next bit is kind of like a pretty steep vertical climb. You can kind of see I'm probably going to be on maybe my hands and knees here a little bit, but I'm almost there, so let's get to the top. And there's the Savage River and the bridge where we started. And I'm way up here. This is a lot steeper than it looks. But yeah, basically kind of followed it up this way and right up through here. And it's starting to get pretty steep. You have to do the bear crawl where you're basically like got your hands on the ground. You can kind of see there's no trail anymore. It's just kind of crawling up. I'm almost to the top, so probably another 10 minutes I'll be up there. Okay, I made it to the top of Mount Margaret. It's pretty windy up here, as usual, on the top of a mountain. But here's the back side of Mount Margaret. Pretty awesome view. And I always heard you could land a plane up here, and now I get it. It's pretty wide open. It's pretty flat. And yeah, just this whole stretch over here too. I mean, spanning all the way this way, it's really flat. And yeah, right over this hill right here is where I came up. Savage River is just down here. And then, I don't know if you can see way down in the bottom, you can see Savage River kind of going off into the horizon. But yeah, it took about maybe about an hour and 45 minutes to summit, and it was worth it. It's really nice up here. I'm gonna spend maybe 20 minutes or so up here, and then I'm gonna head back down, I think the same way I came up. Okay, just coming down and this little cool little cliff wall. Pretty neat. Look, it's almost like a perfect like square corner. And it goes around a 90-degree corner. Look at that. And then the trail keeps going down. I took a different way. Not really sure. I think I'm gonna have to start bushwhacking it here. Yep, see, it starts turning into stuff like this, but it won't be too bad. Okay, just came down this little waterfall runoff stream here. Pretty cool. I'm basically in this drainage crevasse or trench. I don't know what you call these, but heading down.